All right. Hello, Gellert. Hey, sorry I started a minute late. Yeah, sorry. I just came down, but I'm glad you're already on the stream. That's amazing. We'll just wait for some more people. Yeah. And thanks for giving it a like already. Okay. Where did everyone go? What did we say? We have 0 people. Yeah. Hello. I'm just waiting on some more people. Okay, we got 2 likes. That's good. So for those of you who are on the stream right now, if you could start by asking any questions related to today's theme, that would be great. And if you don't know what it is, it's literally in the title of the stream. Yeah. What do I do while training for martial arts? Yeah, see, martial arts training consists of a lot of different things. We have, what do we say? We have like the weights training because what a lot of martial arts do for training is you hold like weights in your hands and then you do your techniques with that because what's really good about that is that when you have weights and you do your techniques, like the thing is it's a bit tough and there's that tension, but the thing is that like by doing that it's only gonna make it easier for you to do like without anything in your without holding anything any weight. So that's what's very good about weight training. And then we also have like flexibility training as well. Big part of martial arts training is doing the splits. Splits are very important because to get those high kicks. And yeah, those are some things we do while training for martial arts. Yeah, that's a great question. Oh, we have 10 people on the stream. That's amazing. That means we should get more questions rolling through. That's crazy. I know, right? Like, oh, we just went from 4 to 10 people. That's crazy. There's 8 of you. That means I should be having at least 8 questions in the stream. What country is martial arts from? Martial arts, it's very broad. There are many different types of martial arts. So, like, I can't like every martial art like has its own country of origin, right? So you can't really ask what country's martial arts from. What type do I do? I'm sure you are aware that I do karate, Shotokan karate, which comes from Japan, specifically Okinawa. Very, very nice place. And for those of you who just joined, make sure you give this stream a like. All right, we have 3 likes. That's good. And please don't feel shy to ask any questions. What is the difference between karate and taekwondo? Okay, that is probably the most commonly asked question I get. So here's the thing. Karate and taekwondo have quite a lot in common, I will say. They have a lot in common. We have a lot of similar blocks, similar hand techniques, a lot of the same kicks. A lot of the kicks that you find in karate, they'll be there in taekwondo. A lot of the kicks you find in taekwondo, you'll find in karate. And so, but the thing is, the main difference between them is that taekwondo focuses way more on like the like I don't know how to describe it, like the more like stunt type of kicks, like like those those like jump spin kicks, like not just like spinning kicks, the ordinary ones like spinning hook. You have like one where you do like a 540 spin and then kick. Like they do a lot of those like acrobatic type of like kick training. They focus a lot less on like hand techniques and like forms and all that, whereas in karate we put a lot more emphasis on like on hand techniques rather than kicks. That's why we do a lot more like practice on like kata. And kata is basically the translation of forms in karate. In taekwondo they call it pumse. In karate we call it kata. So yeah, I'd say that's probably the biggest difference. Is that taekwondo focuses a lot more on acrobatic kick training, and karate focuses more on like a variety of hand techniques, similar to kung fu. This is a great question. Very good. I really like it when people ask that question. All right, we have 4 likes. What age were you when you started karate? That's another question I love getting asked. I was 4 when I started karate. Yep, I was 4. Yeah. Yeah, I remember I literally remember the first time I stepped on into a karate dojo at that age, the age of 4. Like I remember I was like I don't even like if you think about it, back then, like this was almost what, like 14 years ago. Like back then, like I wouldn't have thought that I'd make it to like even the junior black belt. Like in May, I'm testing for my third black belt, like of this year of May. I'm testing for my third black belt. And like back then, I don't think I would have even thought that I'd make it past like brown belt or something like that. So, it's really crazy how quickly time flies, which is something, I remember like, and yeah, I also remember back in those days, for many years, there was those like such like tough training, and I feel like I was always getting pushed beyond my limits. But now looking back, I realize that is what makes me the martial artist I am today. So that's why like intense training is sometimes quite necessary, in especially in something like martial arts, where it makes you grow as a person. That sounded way too like much of like an inspirational type of message. Let's get some more questions rolling in. What are your plans for karate in the future? Um, Definitely, two of my biggest goals for my future in karate will definitely be obtaining at least like no, not at least, like getting past fifth degree black belt level, which will be in like the next 10 years or so. And the other one would be to open my own karate dojo, which is like a huge dream of mine, and I I so far have some support on it, and I only know that I hope hopefully it'll increase over these next years. Will karate be your job in the future? It'll be like one of my jobs for sure. You know, I mean, it's not just like one job for me. Like I'll have a few, and karate's definitely going to be one of them. And for those of you who had just joined and you're like you just found out my channel and all that, make sure you smash that subscribe button, or should I say kick that subscribe button, because on this channel I post like pretty practically like everything about karate. I give tips, on all sorts of things. So make sure you click that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Still a little disappointed that so far in this live stream, there's only one person that's been asking all the questions. So for those of you, oh, what is your favorite country in the world? I prefer really not answering that because I just don't feel like that's going to be a very nice question to answer to. I'm sorry. I just don't feel comfortable answering that. No, it's okay. It's all right. I really should be putting rules on these type of live streams, of certain things not to ask and all that, but it's all good. Don't worry about it. Are you a karate teacher right now? Well, I'm a sensei, so yeah, of course I'm a teacher right now. I'm a teacher and a student. Get it? Just because you're a sensei doesn't mean you're still not a student. Okay, can we get someone else to ask a question? Like Geller, I appreciate you asking all these questions, but I just want more people to ask questions. This happens on like every live stream. There are like so quite a good number of people who join, but it's only like one person that asks like almost all the questions. So I'd appreciate more engagement from others as well. And make sure if you just joined, you give this stream a like. We have 6 people, but 7. That's crazy. Remember, if you just joined, give this stream a like and ask a question. Ask, yeah, me a question related to today's topic. Is there anyone who wants to ask a question? I really, like, please, guys, I just don't want to be staring at the screen. The screen this whole time. Or no, not this whole time, but for like the next 5 minutes or something. How much money does karate cost per year? Well, that's again a very like very generic question. Like that all depends on what dojo you're a part of. Yeah. So I can't really say give you a specific amount that it costs per year, but I'll just say it varies from dojo to dojo. And it also would depend, which country you're training in. Okay, we have 5 people watching now, so there should definitely be more than one person asking a question. Okay, how about this? Whoever whoever else asks a question gets a shout out in the live stream, like on the spot. Do you have a karate inspiration? Uh, yeah, I have people who I look up to in karate, of course. Me? What do you mean, me? You have 8 people. That's crazy. Yeah, there's 8 people, but why are you the only one asking questions? We should have questions from the others who are on the stream as well. Like, if there's something wrong, just let me know, guys. I don't mean to, like, make this stream boring or anything, but it's not easy for me to make it fun if there aren't that many questions rolling in. I also haven't checked my subscriber count in a while. Let me see how that's going. Okay, we have 5. Okay, another person gave it a like. Remember, you ask a question and I give you a shout out on the spot. Yeah, of course, yeah, Geller, of course you get a shout out, but I'm saying like anyone else watching, you know, like please ask me something. Don't make this that boring for me. Part of the reason why I started doing these weekly live streams is because, I not just because I like, sharing my like personal experiences and all that, but also because like I although not many people take me that seriously, but at the same time, like I just, I just like being there for people, if they need any help, any assistance with anything related to karate, like I just want to be there for anyone, which is why I, started doing these. And also, me being live gives a more like social way of like other people who I don't know of to interact with me. And Geller, if you can get anyone else to join the stream, that'd be great. Okay, we have 6 people. That's good. Remember, if you just joined, you know what to do. Give this stream a like and subscribe. What is the biggest challenge you faced in martial arts? I think I got asked this question like on my last live stream, but I will definitely say the biggest challenge I faced in martial arts is the kind of like the intensive training I was kind of talking about just like several minutes ago. I remember like there was a point in time where I didn't really enjoy karate as much as I do now because it was like the intense training was just so overwhelming and like I just like back then like I of course didn't understand what it was for. Like obviously now I know that it was to make me a stronger person, which is something I wish I realized before. But yeah, that's definitely a big challenge I faced. Not just the intense training and like some like the senseis being strict with me before I even like became a sensei myself, but also like understanding the purpose of it. Understanding why it was happening, which was still a pretty big challenge to face. Other than that, my experience in karate so far has been a really, really good, solid one. But yeah, that's another really good question that you asked, Gilbert. I want to set this the goal for this stream to get at least 9 likes, or let's make it at least 10 actually. So if those people who just joined can give it a like, subscribe my channel, that'd be great. And if you are subscribed, make sure you've checked out my most recent video, which I posted on Wednesday, just on the 29th. So make sure you check that out. Oh boy, are these numbers changing so fast. What is your most favorite video that you have posted? Oh, yes. I'll definitely say my most favorite video I've ever posted on my channel is definitely the one I posted. We have 10 people. Yeah, so my favorite video I'd say that I posted on my channel was in September of 2023. So yeah, it's been nearly like 1.5 years, but it was a video where I don't know if you remember it, Geller, but it was the one where I like addressed, like the like hate comments I was getting on my channel, and it was the one where like, I was talking about like how I was like getting haters and what I was like trying to do, in my power to, like deal with those comments and like overcome, their like their negative, awful things to say. Oh, I'm glad you remember that one. Yeah, I remember you commented on that one. It's crazy to think that, oh yeah, it was very inspirational. I know, right? I don't know, like that day, like I just decided to just go in front of the camera and just start yapping about these haters and what, like, saying it's not just it's unacceptable, but what I started doing at the time, and which carries until now and for the future, and how I like, deal with them. And obviously, like, I don't know if you remember, but like because that was 1.5 years ago, like I probably looked different, very different back then. I didn't have this mustache, all this facial hair. Okay, we have like 8 to 10 people watching, but yet we have not been getting any more likes. Yeah, and for those of you who actually just found out about my channel and like, just heard me talk about this, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, if you go to my channel and you scroll all the way down, you will find a video from like, yeah, like I said, 1.5 years ago. It's called I've been getting some very serious hate comments. Please stop. And, like it has a thumbnail of, it's like this bright picture of me like punching something. I'd highly recommend, like, if you're new to my channel, like, I'd highly recommend, you watch that. I think it was a very, very well done video of mine. Oh, thanks for posting the link, Gellert. That's very nice of you. Yeah. You got so much support from the comment. Yeah, honestly, like, wait, I'm so glad you brought up the comments because from what I remember, that video, so far, I think like, out of all the videos I posted on my channel, that video got the most comments out of any video up till this day. I think that video, like what, it got like 50 comments or something. And it wasn't just from people who were my subscribers, even people who just found out about my channel who then eventually subscribed. But yeah, you're right. Like that, the most comments of all your videos. Yeah, it was the video that got the most comments, which was crazy. 43, oh, it's not 50, my bad. 43, but that's still a lot. Usually my videos get like the best nowadays is like my videos get like 5 to 10 comments on average, but like, it's not just about the comments, it's also about like how engaged the audience or the viewers are when watching. Speaking of that, is there anybody else who would like to ask me anything? But I'm really glad, Geller, you asked about that, the what's my most favorite video that I ever posted. That definitely was like such a it made me like it just made me feel so good after posting that video. It really, showed and what's so ironic is last weekend I did a stream on how we've become more resilient as a sensei. And that video is definitely that video, like the Paters one that I posted a year and a half prior, that kind of foreshadowed last week's live stream in a way. Nishant Sensei equals GOAT. Oh, thank you so much, Alert. Shout out to you. Okay, I think that's enough yapping for me. I will let you all watching right now to each ask a question. Remember, you ask a question, you get shout out. And give the stream a like. It's very strange. Usually, like like last week, I had like a lot of different people writing stuff in the chat, but this week it's only one person. I guess as time goes by on the stream, there will be uh, more people who write stuff. Call coffee and mic online. Geller, I was wondering if you could do that because now that I'm on a live stream on my phone, like I, I can't really call anyone. But one thing I can appreciate for sure is even if there aren't many people writing stuff in this chat, like I can see that this live stream, like it has a lot, like it has more people who are viewing. Like it's like ranging from like 5 to like 10, whereas last weekend it was only like 3 to 4 at one point. So that's definitely an improvement. Does anybody have anything they would like to ask? Sorry if me yapping made y'all bored. Didn't mean for that to happen. Anyone? Is there any diets for karate? Um, you don't have to be on a diet, but at the same time, like for any martial artist, not just for people who do karate, any martial artist, it's important to, like eat healthy. So I will say like diets are pretty crucial for martial arts, but at the same time, like I wouldn't say they're essential really, but it definitely like makes a difference. But there isn't really any diet specifically for karate because I mean, as far as what I eat, like I eat something different like every day, you know. The thing is, the ingredient that I really, that I really like put a big emphasis on and which I intake a lot of is, protein. That's why I eat a lot of protein bars, drink a lot of protein drinks and all that because, like that's kind of like my fuel. That kind of like, gives me that strength and that energy I need. And then, when it comes time for stuff like belt tests, like black belt tests and all that, it's important that you get a lot of electrolytes, not just water, but, it's important to drink like drinks like, Gatorade and those type of sports drinks. They definitely help. How does karate tests work? Well, belt tests, essentially it's just you're tested on everything from white belt up to the belt you're currently at. So if you were testing for 10th degree black belt, I know that's a big jump, but it would be a pretty long grading. The grading is the term we use for, a belt test. Yeah. So let's get more questions rolling in, guys. What is the highest level of black belt? 10th degree black belt. That's the highest we have in karate. Do you think you will get it soon? No, 10th degree black belt, I'm probably going to be testing for when I'm like way older. Like, no, 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 not 1 to 2 years. Bro, I'm only testing for my third black belt in May. How would I test for my 10th black belt in what? Like, um, in 2 years? Like, there's no way. If I'm testing for my third black belt in May, there's no way that I'm going to achieve a 10th degree black belt in 1 to 2 years. 2 years from now, I'll be testing for my fourth black belt. But 10th black belt, will be like uh, probably like in like the 2060s or something. I know that's a big jump, but it will take a lot of time. Because here's the thing, 20. So yeah, this May of 2025, tested for my third black belt, right? 2028, May of 2020. No, yeah, May of 2028, I'll be testing for my fourth. 2032, I'll be testing for my fifth. Then 2037 or 38, I'll be testing for my um, sixth. And then somewhere in the mid 2040s, it would be my seventh. Then 2050s, eighth. So yeah, 10th degree black belt will be a long time from now. I wonder if my YouTube channel will still be running by that point. What do you think? Do you think my YouTube channel will still be going on and until 2060 whatever? Yes. All right. I'm gonna be in like what my near. I'll be almost 60 by that point. Yeah. And what's even better is that like there are actually a lot of people, mainly like my close friends and supporters and all that, who actually support me and believe that I will achieve a 10th degree black belt in karate, which is really not, it's a huge milestone, you know. And also the last milestone. Of course I will. Thank you so much, Gellert. I will never forget this support. You know, there's an important saying I learned, which was, um, when you become successful, never forget about the people that helped you get there and the people that were there for you and like not just during your like best moments, but also during your like low moments or your like not so good moments. That's what a true supporter really is. Not just people that support you or there for you, during your best moments, but also ones who are there for you during your low ones as well. Okay, why do we suddenly have three people watching? We need more than just three people. And we need more questions coming in. How do you win a match in karate? Like, if you're asking about sparring, then you just have to get more points than your opponent. You have to land more shots against your opponent. Or probably shots isn't the best word, but like you have to land more like punches and sorry, and kicks, on your opponent to really win. Sorry, I had like 3 long hours of karate training for my next tournament right before I got on this live stream, so that's why I'm little bit tired. But nonetheless, consistency is important. So being a bit tired is no excuse. That's my mindset. Mm. Okay, I really, really want more people to ask questions, you know. Just please. I hope people who like walk who are like who actually choose to watch the stream like after it's done, I hope they realize that like it's not really my fault that there weren't like I kept saying, you know, I hope more people ask questions, but if they don't do that, then there's nothing really much else that I can do. How long do you train karate in a day? So every day I'd say I train karate, like the average would be like 2 hours for sure. Between 1.5 and 2 hours. Yeah. And I try to stay consistent, you know, because part of training, it's not just like, oh yeah, for one day you train a few hours and then the next like week after that you just completely, you know, like forget training. You know, you have to be very consistent, which is why I make sure every day to train for about 1.5 to 2 hours. Okay, I have like 45 minutes left to stream, so I'd really like to get as many more questions during that time as possible. Who is your most favorite karateka? Um, that's really a tough one. You know, there are actually quite a lot of karatekas who I actually look up to. But if I was to give my favorite one, it would definitely have to be. Okay, by karateka, like, do you mean like one who actually, you know, competes in karate tournaments like I like recently, as of recently, or like it could it be like an actor or like a legend or something? Well, technically, Bruce Lee was a karateka. You know, he one of his main training styles was karate. So, of course, he would definitely be my favorite. If he counts, then that he's definitely my favorite karateka. He's, you know, he's really the one who inspired me to, you know, get my my black belt, my first black belt in karate back in 2021. So yeah, he would definitely have to be my favorite. Like if I don't say him, then that would be very unfair. Are we only getting like 2 to 3 people on the stream now? We surely should be having more than just that. Okay, can we please get some more questions, please? I'm really bored just staring at myself, you know. Okay, we're back at 5. That's good. Please, someone ask me a question. All right? I might sound desperate here, but it's only because I don't want to make this stream boring. And give the stream a like, by the way. Who is your first subscriber? Oh yeah. My first subscriber came on March 28th, 2023. That was actually the that was actually the day I um sorry, March 28th, 2023 was actually the day I launched my sorry, not launched. I published my first YouTube video on my channel. It was the me doing parkour number 1, that one. Um, so that day I remember I got my first subscriber, and I don't remember exactly who it was, but I think it was some channel by the name of Can008. Yeah. If he was here right now, I'd give him a big shout out, but unfortunately he's not, you know. And again, I'm really glad you asked me who was my first subscriber, because it's kind of like what I said before, you know, when you end up being like a certain position higher in life, or like maybe not necessarily like success, but like if you end up somewhere really great in life, you know, never forget about the people that helped you get there. So even until today, even if, you know, I might be like getting close to 500 subscribers, which I hope to achieve in this next few months, you know, I like, even if I reach that milestone, it's very important that, you know, I never forget who were my first like 10 subscribers on my channel, right? So I'm really glad you asked that question. That's a great question, you know. All right, we have 7 people watching. That's great. And remember, if you're one of those 7 who's not subscribed, make sure you know what button to click down there. and give this stream a like. I honestly haven't checked in a long time, how many subscribers I'm at. Probably the last time I checked, I was at like 413, I remember. Yeah. Okay, is anyone else going to ask a question? Okay, please tell me that there's going to be someone else who asks a question. That's all I want. I just want more people to ask a question. What subscriber am I? You? Wait, I remember you subscribed to me in beginning of September of 2023. So that must mean you were like I remember at that point I was at like, what, 60 something subscribers. So Geller, I think you're probably my like, you were like one of my late 60s subscribers or early 70s from what I remember. Which kind of makes sense because I had started my channel in March of that year. So 5 months later, makes sense that that's where I'd be at. Oh my God, we have 9 people on this stream right now. We just went from 3 to 9. That's insane. Okay, I genuinely have a question. For those 5 or 6 of you who are on the stream right now, I literally just want to know, like, why am I only getting questions from one person? Like, do I listen to Spotify? Yeah, of course I listen to Spotify. Like, I listen to it, but not on a daily basis like some people do. Like I have a Spotify playlist with music that I like, but at the same time, I don't listen to it every day. It's kind of rare for me to use Spotify. Yeah. Who is my favorite artist? Well, to be honest, I don't really have a favorite one. Like I have songs that I like, but I don't really necessarily have a favorite artist, you know. What's my favorite song? Uh okay. This is so tough for me. My favorite song would probably be I think it's been a while since I listened to it. Probably be Espresso. Yeah, I love that song. But I have a few others that I like. I remember I used to be such a big fan of God's Plan for some reason, which is why I made Sensei's Plan parody of God's Plan. I honestly don't know how good that's gotten. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Gellert. Yeah, it's a really good song. It's a very upbeat song, you know. Like it's I just like listening to it. I also like the song Levitating and Break My Heart. You know, I really like those ones as well. You know, speaking of songs, I realized like maybe this year or next year I should drop another song parody for sure. Yeah, I should. I know, right? But I'm wondering what song should I do a parody of? Got a few suggestions, but not sure which one to go with. Oh, for Shank. Didn't expect you to join. It's good. Okay, finally we have someone who else who has joined. This whole time it was just one person asking question. Make sure you give the stream a like, by the way. Hey, what's up, Nishant? Go. What's good, dude? I'm doing good. What about you? How am I doing? I'm doing good. I hope you've been doing good as well. How is preparation just going? It's going great, I must say. I feel ready than ever before. That's the best way of putting it. Heard this tested light work. Oh, that's good. That's good. But I'm so glad you both joined this stream. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, well, I'm dipping now, so wanted me to hop on the stream. Oh, yeah. By the way, if you both can give this stream a like, just click on the like button, like that would be great. Okay, good. We're at 6 now. Okay, let's get more questions rolling in, guys. Oh, by the way, I say, what'd you do yesterday? Uh, yesterday. I honestly didn't really do anything yesterday. I'd say what I did was watch like a bunch of new Netflix movies, and I must say I watched a few new ones which I've never watched before, and I must say they were actually really good. I'll probably like be watching them again, but that's practically all I did. Which ones? I watched this one movie called Ride Along. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it has Ice Cube in it. You know, I really like that guy, so I watched that movie. I watched the first one. It's actually so funny. He and Kevin Hart are like such a good like they're so funny. You know. And the other movie I watched is called it's a fairly recent one. Actually, not recent. It's from like 8 years ago. It's called The Foreigner. And recently, I've also watched some of the old James Bond movies because I never really got a chance to, um, watch those. Yeah, yeah, The Foreigner has Jackie Chan. Oh, I didn't know it was. I didn't know you knew about it. Is that the one where Kevin Hart dates Ice Cube? Yeah, yeah, that's the one. It's the one where Kevin Hart dates Ice Cube's sister. Yeah, that's Right Along. It's from like 2014. It was actually so funny, especially like the first like scene. It started off with that car chase. That was actually such a like nicely filmed scene. The whole movie was great though. When you finish a tournament, what type of food would you eat? So generally, Geller, days where I have tournaments, what I mainly eat are just like fruits like bananas, and also I drink protein coffee drinks. Yeah. Wait, Geller, why'd you delete comment? Oh, you pressed the wrong button? Oh. Okay, come on, guys. Those are such good questions. Let's get more of these. I have half an hour left to stream, so I'd really appreciate it. Okay, we have 6 people. That's good. Is anybody else gonna ask anything, or is it just gonna be me staring at the screen again? I have a really good feeling that once this stream is over in half an hour, like it's really gonna increase my watch time. Because live streams are great for getting watch time. You know, uh, yeah. So and the thing is, when you have more people, the more people you have watching your stream for like for like a long time, the more watch time you typically get out of it. Oh, what's the biggest challenge I faced in life? Oh, that's what's the biggest challenge I faced in life? Well, that I'd have to think a lot back to the past for that, Gellert, but I'll get back to you on that. I'll try to get back to you on that. low key want to know how many subscribers I'm at as of now, because I can't really check from here. What's the biggest challenge I've faced in life? That's that's a really good question. But I'll definitely try to get back to you on that. What is your most favorite school subject? I I don't really have one. I never really had one. Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry if you were expecting a different response, but I like low key, like I do not have one. I wonder where Coffee is at. He usually joins every stream of mine, but now I don't know why he's not on this one. Okay, is anyone else gonna ask anything? I feel like I've been quiet for the past like 5 minutes. What's my favorite movie of all time? Yes, that is a really good question. My favorite movie of all time would definitely be okay, it's between a few. It would have to be either The Karate Kid or Rush Hour. It would definitely. It's like a tie between those two, to be honest. I knew it would be Karate Kid. Yeah, of course. Like, if you ask a karate person, a karateka, what their favorite movie is, they'll most likely say Karate Kid. That's one of them. I was just watching a clip. Oh, which clip did you watch, if you don't mind me asking? Because I want to know if you know that's. I don't. I want to know if I remember that clip or not. Oh, the 6 versus 1. Oh yeah, Jackie Chan versus those six men. Yeah, yeah. That was a really well choreographed fight scene. I love the part. What's so great about that particular fight scene, out of all the fights in the Karate Kid movie, is that usually in the other Karate Kid movies, it's usually one person like fighting other people directly, and like they keep throwing hits at each other. With that specific one, the 6 versus 1, it was not it wasn't even 6 versus 1. It was more like one person making the six of them beat each other up. That's literally what it was. They were trying to like hit Chan, or Mr. Han as his character was, but he was just making them hit each other, which was so good, you know, and kind of fun, like hilarious to watch as well. You know, for those you watch right now, I want to ask, by when do you think I'll hit 500 subs? If I consistently live stream and I keep posting, videos like the one I posted on Wednesday. No, tomorrow? How would I hit 500 subs tomorrow? Actually, in 2 seconds. What do you mean? Geller, I don't know if you're being serious or if you're just joking. I literally joking. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. 2 seconds is crazy. But yeah, I'll hit 500 real quick. All right. I'll believe you. I really hope I do. 500 real quick. But by real quick, I hope like that's like within the next month. Even better would be to hit 1K by the end of this year, which was my goal for last year. But because I like couldn't post at all for like, hey Norin, you finally joined. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so as I was saying, Geller, my initial goal was to. Okay, we got 7 likes. That's good. My initial goal was to hit 1K by the end of last year, but now it has to move to this year. But first, I have to worry about hitting 500 subscribers, which I hope happens in a month. And I don't know how many people can like how I'll achieve it, but it'll be a pretty big milestone because 500 subscribers is one of the key things you need to start getting monetized from YouTube, to start, making earning those bucks from YouTube, along with 3,000 watch hours. But with live streams, I'm sure I can easily hit that. Yeah, what's good, Norin? I'm very happy you joined. You know, I, Geller, you know how you were asking me who was my first subscriber? Although I said someone else, I will say, Norin, that Norin guy here was one of my first subscribers, so I have to give him a shout out just for that. It's very nice that you joined last week, last Saturday, and you joined again today. I don't remember if you were my first sub, but you were definitely like my first five for sure. You can check who your subs are, right? So Geller, the thing with YouTube is you only see who subscribed to you if their YouTube account is public. If their YouTube account is private, it does like your subscriber like count will obviously increase, but it's not going to show you who specifically subscribed. So the people who I can see, like where I can check, like where I check where who sub to my channel, those are only the channels that have a public YouTube account. Yeah. I don't think yours is public, but it's okay. I know you're subscribed. That's what's important. And you comment on like every video of mine. Like like yeah, you've commented on like every video of mine. Like, oh my God, there are people who have like YouTube accounts that are public and are subscribed to me, and they don't even comment on every video of mine. How ironic. Okay, I'm reaching closer to my goal. My goal is to get at least. Whoa, whoa. Let's watch the language here. All right. So if you could please delete that comment with the that word, please do it. I'm sorry if anything I said offended you, but like let I want this to be a family friendly stream. All right. You were the first sub. Yeah, honestly, you might. It's been nearly 2 years, guys. I'm sorry. I don't remember exactly who my first sub was. Yeah, very sorry if anyone was my first sub and I didn't mention them. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, like I said, I can only like I can check, but if let's say if my first subscriber like if their YouTube account is private, I can't really see that. It doesn't show that, that they subscribe to me. The thing is, people who have a public YouTube account, it shows not only that they're subscribed, but the date they subscribed. If it's private, I can't access that information. Maybe just for this live stream, I could probably exceed 1.5 hours of streaming. I think my first live stream, which was in like September of 2023, was like, I think that was like that live stream was like 2.5 hours. But that one I'd say got the most like, viewers, concurrent viewers. Okay, let's get more questions rolling in, guys. For those of you who are still watching the stream, if there's anything you'd like to ask. Oh, what is the proudest moment in your life? That one, it's an easy one. Actually, probably not, but it would be between two events. One, me getting my very first black belt back in 2021, which was during the pandemic time where everything was just overly complicated. Because I had to do that black belt test on Zoom, through Zoom, I remember, because it was during pandemic. So it's either that, me getting my first black belt then, or me getting my first gold medal in a karate tournament. Those are probably my top two proudest moments of my life. That was a pretty easy question to answer. What did you learn from your last tournament that you're hoping will help you for your next one? Um, well, I'd say one important thing I definitely learned was that, like being able to do all the moves is something that's very easy, anyone can do. But like the execution is the very important thing. So like yeah, I was able to do all the moves and they were somewhat crisp, but I realized I needed like stronger breathing, a little more power, and I need to add a lot more like drama in like my whole kata and then my kata as a whole. Because if you look at like the national champions and even the top elite athletes, like you just like when you just look at their kata, it's it's literally it's different than what you'd see from just an ordinary kata being performed in a normal karate class. So yeah, so that's definitely one thing I learned. I just learned I needed like, and there are like minor things, I need to fix, which others had, which was, like those little balance stuff. Because sometimes when you put too much power in certain moves, or when you like overthink a little bit, and also this is my first elite tournament, so it makes sense why. But like you kind of tend to like lose balance. Like if you go like when you go into your next move, if it's a certain stance, sometimes like your foot moves a bit, which kind of shows the judges that you kind of lost balance. So a little bit. So that's definitely something that I learned I need to work on. But yeah, I'd say that's mainly it. By the way, for those of you who just joined, make sure you give this stream a like. Okay, we're at 8 likes. That's cool. Geller, it shows you put something in the chat, but it's not showing me what you wrote. It's just showing your username and then like there's like nothing written beside it. Is there something you wanted to ask, or is it just a glitch on my end? Oh yeah, I meant to ask, what was the most difficult opponent you ever faced? Uh, well, in my last tournament, like I was on January the 12th. It was my first elite level tournament. Um, I um, I had to face this opponent who was a he's the national champion as of now for my division. For elite kata, like that. So he was probably the toughest opponent I've ever faced. Like he had such crisp moves, such focus on each technique. Each technique. Oh, we're at 9 likes. Let's go. That's the minimum number of likes I want on the stream. Vishank, you wrote Sensei remember this stream. Oh, is there a particular reason why I should remember this stream? I'm sorry, I just like I don't know, like is there something special about this stream that as to why I should remember it. Did I win? So Geller, because Elite Division is very tough, and it was my first one in the Elite Division, like that specific level. I placed fifth, but here's the thing: my next tournament is on February the 23rd, and so now that I have a really good understanding of what like what katas like what my katas should be looking like, I'm sure I will like okay, I can't say I'm 100% sure, but like I should be able to win a medal at my next tournament. And keep in mind, like I'm going to be competing in these karate tournaments for many more years. So who knows? Maybe one day I might make it as national champion. You never know. Let me know in the chat right now if you support me on that and if you believe that I will make it. Um, is he still the champion? I think he still is. Yep. 100%. No, 100% you'll get first. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. It was the one I hopped on stream. Yeah, of course I'm gonna remember this stream. Of course, I honestly I remember like every stream I've done up till this day, my channel. Yeah, and I very clearly remember my first stream. Actually my first live stream ever on my channel, which was in September of 2023, was actually in the same location, except I was faced that way instead. Should we run something like that again? Maybe. Actually, no, we should. Yeah. Oh, and just as this stream is coming to an end, I just want to let you all know I will be streaming again. Like a part two to this live stream will be next Saturday, 5 p.m. So make sure you don't miss it. I mean, if it's for a reason, like very important reason you have to miss it, that I understand. But if you can join it, that would be great. I'd really appreciate that. But what's so cool about this stream is that um, it started off with just one person writing all the questions for like the first hour, and then suddenly in this last half hour we get so like a lot of new people, um, new viewers. No, not new viewers, but like other viewers who joined and asked questions, which I really appreciate. So thank you all who joined after the 1 hour mark. Okay. Now looking at the time, I'm afraid to say that sorry, not afraid to say, but I will have to end the stream in 5 minutes. So any last questions you guys have, you know where to write it. What do you mean no? Like with all those O's, I've been streaming for 1.5 hours exactly at this point. But honestly, Shane, I think we should run a stream like that again. The one you were talking about. We should. We should. Yeah. Okay, well, Geller, here's the thing. If you're really saying no, that I'm ending the stream in 5 minutes, then you might want to consider asking me any last questions you have before I stream again next Saturday. How does a karate match work? Well, in kata, like for kata like matches, basically both candidates show their kata like in the best way possible, and then the judges evaluate you based on certain aspects. There's the technical performance, there's athletic performance, there's there's like all those other stuff like balance, rhythm, timing, speed, all that. So they grade you based off that. And the thing is, if you do solo kata, like if you're doing kata individually, you don't have, no, no, not have to, you don't show like the application of the moves, which in karate we call bunkai. But if you do something called team kata, where you're basically performing a kata in groups of three, then you have to show the bunkai, the application of the move. So after you're done your kata, you finish your last bow, yoi, or the ready stance. That's what we call yoi. Um, you all you all get in your configurations on the mat, your appropriate ones, and then you like show the application of those moves. Because part of what's important when you learn kata is just not just memorizing the moves, knowing the pattern. A lot of people can do that, but not a lot of people put emphasis on the bunkai of it, like the application of the moves. Like because it's important because if you're eventually going to teach kata to other people, you need to like if you're saying, oh, for example, you're punching here or you do this, but then you need to know, well, where exactly are you punching and what exactly is that move doing? Like there's no point in knowing a whole kata where you don't know what a single move does. It's like almost useless at that point. So the only time you like fight, okay, the thing is when you're in team kata and you do like bunkai, the application, you're not really like you are kind of fighting each other, but like in a way it's kind of choreographed, just like the movie fight scenes. But where you actually fight each other, like I'd say light to semi contact, is when you do sparring, which in karate we call kumite. Where you're on the balance, you're in your fighting stance, and then you can throw a number of uh like punches, you have kicks, all that stuff. Hello, Gabrielle. Kumite greater than kata. I mean, yeah, you could say that Kumite definitely like is you're like it's more like actively fighting than like kata. Obviously, like kata on its own doesn't teach you how to fight, but Kumite can. Oh, and if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. By the way, the thing is, I don't really like saying that like Kumite is necessarily like always better than kata because I believe have they both possess different advantages, different benefits, which the other one does not really have. But I respect your opinion by all means. Okay, we have 10 likes. That's really good. Whoever gave me that 10th like, shout out to you. Oh, we have 11 likes. That's really good. Why is it that with every live stream I do, um, yeah, but before I say that, I respect your opinion, that Kumite is better than Kata by all means. Oh, we have 12 likes. How did we all of a sudden get just 3 extra likes? That's crazy. So, the thing is, what I noticed with each of my live streams is that, you know, at the start for like the first hour, not many like there's like one or two people who like write stuff, and then in the last like 30 to 40 minutes, like we get a lot of new viewers who join. So that's something that's pretty interesting. We're at 14 likes. Oh my god. Who's giving me all these likes? Like that's insane. 15. Oh my god. And if you're one of those 15 who has not yet subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. Okay. Now that we have a lot of engagement, let's get some more questions rolling in. Oh, 16 likes. Cool. Wait, how do we all of a sudden get 7 likes, but we have 3 people watching right now? 17? Okay. But once again, I 100% like Gabriel Lee, like I 100% is like respect your opinion. You know that Kumite is greater than Kata because I used to actually specialize in Kumite over Kata, but then I kind of switched. Like I still like practice Kumite, but I also do Kata just as much. You know. 18 likes. That's very good. 19. Who's giving me all this? Okay, guys, it's 20. Okay. I will have to wrap up this stream real soon. So any last questions you guys have, please tell me or let me know. Any last questions, guys? If I get one more, then I'll like end the stream. How many students do I have? Usually the classes I teach, I get on average like 5 to 7 students. Yeah. Okay, last 2 minutes, guys. Any last questions, guys? I have 1 minute left. At 1 hour 42, I'm gonna have to end the stream. I'll wait like 30 more seconds and then I'll wrap the stream up. What is the hardest drill you ever faced? Probably doing 100 push-ups. Yeah, that's definitely the hardest drill I've ever faced. It was either 100 push-ups, 100 jumping jacks, or yeah, like one of those, like 100 of some sort of one of those exercises. You know. Okay, well, um, it's been a long time now, so yeah, it's very hard. So I just want to say thank you all so much for whoever joined this stream. Thank you all so much, and I appreciate all your questions. And stay tuned for more. So I will be back at you with a probably another video in this coming week, and probably more than one video, probably a couple videos, and then in my next stream will be next Saturday, 5 p.m. So make sure you don't miss it. Well,